Now, just if I can, just because you asked about what's the benefit, I think the benefit for the people that are out there listening to this podcast is when you think about those opportunities that are out there, try to think of what's in that path of progress. Like when you're kind of considering what's the next realistic phase of what we're investing in, you've got the technology. It's kind of easy to see, well, there's probably something that's going to be having to do with AI, right? Or there's something that's going to have to do with data centers. But where do you think people want to live? And in most cases, people want to live in nicer spaces, a little further away from a lot of what's happening in some of the city spaces. They want to be in a community, right? And so that's kind of why I think for a person that's out there looking for their next opportunity to maybe invest in something that makes sense, think of the things around where this built to rent trend go. And that might not be just the developments itself. It might be what's offsite. How are communities being built quicker offsite? It used to be kind of a faux pas to call anything kind of fractional building, right? You wouldn't want to say that you were bringing a double wide or something like that. But basically, almost all of the communities now, there is some efficiencies, right? So it might be in the property tech. Our communities have remotes that they can turn on their air conditioning on their way home. I hadn't really thought about as a person who's living in a home, whether you buy it or you rent it.